relaxing, bro, yeah? Walk away then, bro, walk away then, yeah? Bring him into you, bro, you've got nothing to prove then, bro, yeah? Walk away, that's it. Let him chase you, bro, yeah? Let him play catch up, bro. You're relaxing now, yeah? Relaxing. Nice shot, good lad. That's it. Jab again. You're fast with it. Throw a jab, don't get into me, yeah? Nice shot, good lad. Straight right to the body, Dana. Straight right. Straight right, bro. Don't fall for the tricks, bro, yeah? Come on, box again, yeah? That's it, nice. Box, yeah. Let him come to you, bro, yeah? Wait, bring him in, bring him in.
Elite Boxing Repeat. Tonight I'm here with Danny Craven. How you doing?
I'm alright, mate, I'm not so bad.
Good. So I've just been watching you downstairs doing a bit of training, ready for an upcoming fight, which is some big news. If you want to share that with us.
Yeah, so my manager Craven pulled it out of the bag once again for me. I've got on the undercard of Callum Smith on the 16th of September. It's a big fight for me, definitely is a big fight. Fighting a lad who's unbeaten, he's 8-0. He's got a good amateur background as well, so he's got the pedigree there. And yeah, it's going to be a tough night, definitely a good platform for me to box on, to be honest with you. So showcase my skill, and that's what it's about really, getting on these big stages and showing what you're made of. So
how much do you know about your opponent?
To be honest, I've had a look on him, I've had a little look up, but I'm one of them lads, I don't really look into too much what they're doing and what they've done and that. I'm just one of them people who get in there, get the job done. You know, I've been in boxing for years, so I know what I need to do training wise and that. You know, I've listened to my manager Craven, I know what style of fighter he is, and yeah man, we got a game plan.
So it's Isaac McLeod, for everybody who's watching, who Danny's going to be fighting on the Smith undercard. You know, he's, from what I believe, he's moving up to a 6th rounder, whereas you're kind of coming down to a 6th rounder, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So on my last fight, I took another good opponent on, Nathan McIntosh. He was 12 and only lost 1. It was a big step up for me considering I took that fight on, that was my 3rd professional fight. And it was a title fight, nothing too major, but it was a British challenge belt fight, so it was quite meaningful to me, especially coming up from 4 rounds, because I took a big step. So from 4 to 8 you can tell the difference, but I worked immensely hard and I stayed disciplined in my camp, and it paid off, definitely.
And we were talking earlier about the fact that it's on the Callum Smith undercard at the Echo Arena in Liverpool. Yeah. You know, what's it feel like to be on an undercard of that magnitude?
It's crazy, it really is, because when you're a kid and you're an amateur and you're watching these big fights on TV, you go, well, one day I want to be a professional, I want to be boxing on cards like that. And when you're boxing as a pro, you think, oh God, it's going to take me years to get there, and then all of a sudden you get this call saying you want to box on Callum Smith undercard, and it's like, wow, my dreams are here. You're literally living in a dream, but it doesn't seem like reality because you're so overwhelmed with what's going on. So you just kind of just go on with it. So it is an absolute amazing feeling to be there, but it's still not sunk in yet. I think it'll sink in when you're there in front of thousands of fans, and then you sit and then finally sit down and go, shit, there's a world title fight. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it is definitely it's going to be a brilliant night, win, lose or draw. You know.
The thing is as well, it's on Sky Sports, so it's a big thing for you moving up to that type of a platform, being televised, and you know that potentially could lead to more televised fights in the future as well.
Definitely, that's what I'm hoping for. You know, this is why I'm taking these fights so early, because in boxing you've got to prove yourself 100% all the time, and you can't be dipping lads and skipping fights and choosing your opponents so you can look like you've got a good record. Because when you come against lads like Isaac McLeod, you know, and good lads who've got good pedigree and who's game for it, you know, you're going to come across levels in boxing, and that's what boxing is about, levels. So you definitely need to be prepared for all sorts, what's going to happen. Even if you're not in the gym, you need to be doing something, because you never know, your manager might say, listen, you're fighting on Callum Smith undercard next week, and they're like, shit, do you know what I mean? So you got to be ready 100%.
Yeah. So sort of moving on from there, you know, once that fight comes about and you know you get on the big stage and you know you're under the lights, you know, how do you think you're going to be able to perform stepping out of the smaller arenas going into a big arena like that?
It is definitely a massive arena. You know, there's thousands and thousands of people there. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to I'm going to be alright going in there, because you're not. No one is. When you come out there, you're shit scared, and you know, it's being able to deal with the nerves. If you can control your nerves to an alright level, then you should be okay. But on a bigger platform like that, you get the questions like, do you reckon you'll box the same as you would normally in front of a smaller crowd? And you honestly, you can't say. You won't know until you go out there. But you know, it's just another hurdle for me. You know, you just gotta go, and you gotta jump, and you gotta keep winning. And if you want to get to the finish line, you know, these are the obstacles that you gotta get past. It's a big platform.
Yeah, no, that's great. So there's only a couple of final little questions, and I've been asking all the guys, you know, that I've been interviewing recently, and it's about predictions for these big fights that are going on. And I know there's a massive one this weekend. It's been talked about so much. And you know, I always say to, you know, no matter what or where you are, you're gonna watch it. You know, Mayweather and McGregor, you're gonna watch it. But for a guy like McGregor who's coming into his first professional outing and he's going to be making so much money, you know, for guys like yourself who now got this big opportunity on the undercard of the Callum Smith fight, you know, how does it make you feel as a guy that's grafting to get to where he is and still going to be grafting after this?
Pissed off. Definitely, because you got two spuds dancing around for 300 million a piece or whatever it is, and you know, we all know what we predict is going to go Mayweather's way, but you know, if it was going to be a good fight, I'd like to see Mayweather in the cage with McGregor. You know, that'd be funny to watch Mayweather getting choked out. You know, that would be funny. But you know, it's not going to happen. It's business, it's politics, and it's money. And my predictions, it's going to be Mayweather. But I do want Conor McGregor to win, because all this hype has just made me laugh. It's made a lot of people laugh, and you know, no matter what you say, you're going to watch it. You're going to have a glimpse, and they're everywhere. So yeah, my prediction, obviously, Mayweather's gonna win, but I'd like McGregor to win.
And let's compare that now to an actual pure 50-50 boxing match, which is going to be Triple G and Canelo,
that's the one.
which is, and it's only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah,
so
my favourite fighters, definitely. It's 50-50, as you said. No, I can't choose which way it's going to go. The bookies, even on that, you know, it's 50-50. So I would like to see Alvarez win. I would, but then there's also like Triple G, he's that scary power he's got, but boxing ability wise, you know, they've both got it technically, and it's going to be a spectacle fight to watch, and it's going to be an amazing fight, win, lose or draw, but I can't see it going to points. It's definitely going to be a knockout, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to the fight, definitely.
And after your fight on the 16th of September, what does the future hold for Danny Craven? Well,
for me, it's going to be straight back in the gym. You know, I don't party. You know, I don't go out and celebrate, you know, just because I've been on a Sky Sports bill. You know, you got to keep grinding, you got to keep your hustle up. And it's nice that, like, I'll be having a couple of days off, you know, to rest and get myself back to normal and that, and let it sink in what I've just done. You know, it was a big step for me. And it's looking for the next fight straight away, because when you're so early on in your career, you want to get these fights, and you want to get to the top, and you want to start getting these paydays and stuff. Everyone wants to work up the rankings, and you want to get paid. So for me, I want to be looking for the next fight, and I want to be, you know, staying up there with the 6 rounders and the 8 rounders, and then I'm looking for the title, you know, next year. I'm looking for a good title, not like an area. I'm going for the English, you know, title. And I mean, it's like there's a lot of other boxers who would after that title. You know, there's loads of boxers, but you know, if you, like I said, you might get the opportunities, you might not, and then you've got like people like me who've got to work from absolutely nothing. You know, I don't have no sponsorship at all. I'm just hustling off my own will, and you know, doing day-to-day training. You know, I'm here up in Craven Federal's gym. You know, that's how dedicated I am. I'm living in the gym now because I have to. Because if I want to win a fight, you know, I've got to put in the hustle, and I've got to stay in the gym. I've got to stay disciplined, and I've got to stay in my training. So if I've got distractions, it's no good. So, you know, for me, I've got to work hard for this fight, and I've got to work hard for the next fight and the fight after that.
So going back to what you just said there, you've actually got no sponsorships at the moment. So I'm assuming people that are watching this video, people, you know, businesses that might even watch this video, you know, you're looking for people, aren't you?
100%. You know, it's all right when someone offers you, say, listen, do you want a 3 pair of trainers and you want a tub of protein, but for me, that's not helping me train. It's not, because I've got to travel from Warrington to Haywood. You know, for me to do that, I'd have to get like a train and then a tram and then maybe even a bus. You know, and then I got to get back home. And if I'm doing that day to day, you know, it's costing me like 40 quid a day. So that if you're working a full-time job or you've got sponsorship coming in, but for me who has nothing, I was just training to live and get by, and you know, I'm living off my next paycheck, you know what I mean? Actually, that might last me, I'd say if I'm not boxing for 3 months, I've got to last however much I've got till then, you know, and it's a shame really, but you know, that's why I'm working so hard, because I'm trying to prove myself to people, like, listen, I'm no mug, you know, I'm coming there to win titles, I'm coming for everyone in the industry, I'm coming for Isaac, I'm coming for the next opponent, so, you know, my hustle is there, my game's there, and it doesn't matter to me, I'm just going to keep going no matter what I do, so yeah, definitely, man.
Danny, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the Smith card. Thanks very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Danny.